Welcome to the very first HSBC Lions Monthly, bringing you up to date with everything that's happening in the world of the British and Irish Lions. First off, we join tour manager Andy Irvine, en route to a very important press conference.
Well, we're in Scotland and we're just driving up to the very impressive Hopeton House, where we're going to make the announcement for Warden's assistant coaches for the tour next year.
Could you please join me in welcoming the 3 assistant coaches on the stage?
Using the experience from 2009, which we felt we all learned a heck of a lot from touring South Africa. Disappointed not to come away with a series win, but wanting to keep some continuity there.
Firstly for Wales, Rob Howley.
Had a great experience in 2009 and obviously grateful to have another opportunity really.
The young coach, he's been proving all the time, is particularly passionate about the game, but it's his work ethic that I admire particularly about him.
From England, one has also chosen Graham Roundtree.
Thoroughly delighted to get the call from Gats. Really looking forward to it. It's a special time at Lions Tour.
The third member of the coaching team is also from England, Andy Farrell.
You know, I was told one day to be associated with a brand like the British Lions, and I feel very humbled to be involved.
At the end of the day, I do have the final decision, but it's all about debate and argument and discussion, and definitely as a coaching group, you know, there'll be a consensus, and once a decision's made, then I'm pretty sure that we'll back it 100%, whatever decision is made.
And I think in terms of the continuity that we're able to bring in terms of coaching with a new injection of people like Faz, with that passion and energy, the players at our disposal, I think now's the time. I think now's the time to really test something.
Also this month, we caught up with Lions legend and HSBC ambassador Brian O'Driscoll and asked him about his most memorable moment from his 3 Lions tours.
In 2001, when we were in the team room one time, and Austin Healy put on a pair of boxing gloves and that had been used for extra fitness, that were lying around, and came up and jabbed me in the head. And so I went over and put on a pair of boxing gloves myself, and we kind of started having a mess spar. And then I digged him one, and it kicked off, not as a proper row, but as a boxing match. And then I ended up landing about 6 or 7 punches without him touching me, and then I had to get rid of them and go, listen, Austin, you've a game at the weekend, I can't give you a hide, and you can't be going out in the pitch with black eyes. So that, you know, because it was Austin as well, everyone started paying attention to him getting a hiding, and to say that was probably the loudest cheer of the tour.
With less than 7 months to go, we asked some of rugby's greats to name their Lions starting 15 for the first test.
I put pen to paper and come up with my starting 15 for the Lions tour in 2013.
I'm going to pick my side as if everyone was fit.
It's an extremely personal choice, and I'm obviously going to make a wee bit of a selection now.
Let's start at the back. My 15 for the Lions tour is Rob Kearney, consistently the best fullback in the Northern Hemisphere.
For me, the fullback will be Kearney from Leinster and Ireland.
On the right wing, I'll pick Wales' George North.
I have to go for George North.
George North.
At number 11, I'm going to go for, I think, Tommy Bowe.
So I've gone for Tommy Bowe.
The centres, well, you can't look past the guy Jonathan Davis playing very, very well also.
At outside centre, I'm going to go for Jonathan Davis.
Now here's the one for you, Brian O'Driscoll.
And out of all those players I've named, I think O'Driscoll has got to play.
Onto the halfbacks, and at 10, another tough choice. Probably the hardest choice of the team, but I've gone for Johnny Sexton.
For me, Johnny Sexton.
For me, Johnny Sexton.
Number 9, I'm going to go for Danny Kerr.
I've gone for my old mate, Danny Kerr.
Danny Kerr.
Now onto my speciality, the front row. I'm starting off at loosehead prop with Gethin Jenkins.
So Rory Best, number 2.
Rory Best.
He's going to be alongside Adam Jones.
I'm going to throw in Adam Jones.
Quickly on to the second row. I think Courtney Laws has been playing very, very well.
Him in the second row, I've gone for Courtney Laws and Richard Gray.
I'm going to go with Richie Gray.
You've got to have Richie Gray in that team. Blindside for me, Stephen Ferris.
My decision was Stephen Ferris.
Warburton is my open side flanker, number 7 at the moment.
At 7, I've gone for Sam Warburton.
Based on current form, he is my man. Number 8, Nick Easter.
And probably my most controversial pick at number 8 is Nick Easter.
Finally, we join Lions legend Gavin Hastings as he takes to the waves.
Well, I've been surfing today and I'm getting some practice in for the Lions Tour of Australia. George Gregan, my fellow HSBC ambassador, has told me he's taking me surfing down in Bondi, mate. Bondi Rescue, here we come. The Wallabies, every time you think that they're down, they just come back up. And the last game of the Rugby Championship, they were down and out and they came back, they drew with New Zealand. And then of course, in their match against England, they played very poorly the week before against France in Paris, lost by a lot of points. And then back they come the following week at Twickenham and put England to the sword. So if anyone doubts that the Wallabies are not going to be up for this, think again. If you're an Australian rugby player and you have the opportunity only once in your career to play against the Lions, you're going to make sure that you're really on song. You're going to try your damnedest to win the game. And, you know, make no mistake, the Wallabies are going to be up for the Lions series. The last 2 have gone down to the wire. 3rd test, here we come. And I reckon it's going to be as close in 2013 as it has been on the last 2 tours. I've been impressed with a number of the Australian players. First of all, their captain that's been there, David Pocock, just an immense open side flanker. He's an absolute ferret on the ground. He snaffles up everything. He only needs a microsecond to get that ball back for the Wallabies, and I've obviously been very impressed with him. Of course, we've got young James O'Connor. I think he's a terrific young player. You seem to unearth these guys at age 20, 21, and James O'Connor, for me, is just one of these new breed of Australian players. Great goal kicker, capable of scoring great tries, quick off either foot, great passer, and he's very, very good. And then also Curtly Beale at fullback in my old position. And I think Curtly Beale, again, is a guy that can ignite the Australian three-quarter line from his attacking from deep. And, you know, they've got some real quality in the back division, that's for sure. But watch out also for David Pocock.
That's it for this month's HSBC Lions Monthly. Join us in January as we go behind the scenes with Lions legend Brian O'Driscoll.